Okay, welcome to a special Team Berserk deck profile here where we're doing a dual deck profile. By that I mean I'm 2 glasses of whiskey deep and I have no clue what the hell's going on, but I got called in this room to record. So I heard SS3s on the table and these are 2 very similar decks with a little changes here and there. I don't know, guys, take it away and show me what the hell's going on.
So basically, we wanted to play a really crappy version of Objection, and this is what we got.
Absolutely. One
Gotta
rampy board.
go both crit your life and put it in rest mode, but this is what it is. So front of the leader sucks, but obviously the whole point is to get on the back, which is just infinite energy. So
Why do you gotta say
we put together
objection?
some-
You're gonna make me cry.
It's gonna start the game at a severe disadvantage, so our opponent is extra salty when they lose. That's how this works.
It really is. So we're just gonna basically go through the deck and see what's the same and what's different. We came up with some spice. We got a couple different packages here, and let's start off what you got.
Alright, I'm starting off with 4 Zeno super combos, I believe same as you.
Yep.
Fixing energy is clutch in this deck because it is unpredictable and volatile.
Yeah. This many times I have like 6 cards in the hand, and they're like, "I got this," and I'm like, "Nah."
No, you don't, because I'm getting some Masu back.
So next up in the deck, I got 4 beans.
I'm running 3 because I can't find room.
Yeah, we got slightly different packages near the end of things. For negates, what are you running?
I am at 3 D magic because you don't really need the untap, and then 1 champ to the rescue because early game that is a nightmare.
Yeah, that one did the same. Do you want to explain why anyone would ever want to consider this absolute joke of a negate?
Well, they can either switch one of their cards to rest mode, or you just get it back to your hand and have a negate for next turn, and you don't really need to untap a lot. The only time D magic really comes up is when you want to, if you're all mono blues open and you need a blue yellow open, just that's when D magic comes in. Get your Zamasu back online.
For sure. What do you got next?
Let's see, I think oh, okay. For unisons, I have 3 Majin Buu.
I got 4.
Alright.
I
Any
need
comments
more
on
than you do.
any comments on why this man is ridiculous?
I mean, the funny part is the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock leader just says screw you to this unison.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That does hurt, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, that one is what it is. I'm just doing 3 for the Trunks counter.
Same as me, because I only own 3 SPRs, but that's what I'm playing.
I only have 2, and it makes me cry.
Oh, infinite tears.
Infinite tears for sure.
Alright.
Alright, this is where it starts getting spicy.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, this is the real package. So we both got 3 of this. For anyone who doesn't know what it is, when you have 3 or more energy, you can just activate main and play him, and he draws 1.
Deflect.
So blocker, yeah, deflect, blocker that draws 1 and plays itself. So
Yeah.
literally every turn 2, you can just play him if you don't have a better play,
Snapped.
which is wild. Super snapped.
I
Also
told you.
note that it's a 4-drop. That'll come up later in a couple cards.
Yep.
Alright. Next, we should have the same 4 of the Goku Black, what's this man called? Epochal Schemer from the anniversary box.
And why is he good?
The bread and butter of the deck. We untap like 18 energy at the end of the turn, so why not generate 4 blockers and a 20k double striker out of it?
Nothing like an offensive baby hatch.
Oh, yeah. Plus, you noted, it's a 4-drop for the card coming up,
Yep.
which I run at a 2 of. Yeah, 2 of.
We got the same ratio. of this.
Path to the Infinite.
Exactly.
Uh,
So the
it
whole
is-
point of this, the reason why we talked about this deck was basically this card coming out. And we're just laughing about, essentially, how can we take a deck that has the tiniest hand ever that sucks, and make it something good? And the combination of these 4 drops and this 5 drop was just the most hilarious thing we could come up with.
Absolutely. The Goku Calamity is not once per turn, so you just play it, bounce it, play it, bounce it, play it. You draw 3 cards, you still have your blocker on board, and all you did was lose energy that you're getting back at the end of the turn.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, what hurts me is I know you guys definitely won't have Ultra Instinct signed, but I'll still believe you guys have it in the deck just because I see Path to Infinite. Just like a
the funny
1-up,
part.
come on, please. For me.
Toward the, you'll find at the end of the video, neither of us actually play UI sign. Disappointing, I know. But
God
that's
damn
a
it.
good sideboard option for sure. It's just a cool little one cost play to recycle your good battle cards, especially
Yeah,
the Goku Black. There's
Yeah.
three ways in the deck to bring him back to hand,
Yeah.
and he's the whole point of the deck. We just want blockers and draw cards, so we end up having more resources.
Yeah, we just want to make it to like turn 5, and then at that point we can't get out advantage by our opponent pretty much.
So he's running 1, I'm running 2.
Yeah, I couldn't find deck space for one more.
All right. You want to read what this one does?
Yeah, so this is Great Priest. He's from Draft Box 5. Basically, if you have 4 energy, which is super accomplishable in this deck very early, either turn 2 or 3, depending which turn you went, or if you went first or second, he can return 2 God cards back to your hand. So this is a God card.
Also, Zeno is a god card. So
Zeno is also a God card.
have
So
one
you can,
draw and then return your other guy.
if you got nothing to do on like turn 5, you can literally just tap one Zeno, tap this, return to hand.
Yeah.
And you just drew 2, and you're getting all that 3 energy back anyways.
Absolutely beautiful.
Next up, I got one of him.
I got 2.
I'll explain what he does.
Yeah, so activate main. He's comes out for 1 yellow, 2 blue. So perfect for our deck. I don't know about you. I usually just charge 1 blended, then I'm good for the game.
I prefer having 2, but all
Yeah.
I need is 1.
Yeah, that's true. Activate. So it's at 20k, indestructible. He can't attack leaders, but he's good at clearing battle cards or unisons. Activate main once per turn. Choose one Zamasu or Goku Black in your battle area and return it to its owner's hand. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So we get to recycle the Goku Black 4-drop, and we also get to recycle the 2-drop Zamasu the Eliminator TP that is coming up in our profiles, which is an absolutely broken interaction.
Yeah, spoilers. What the hell? A blue-yellow deck with that card? What's going on?
Dude,
What's going on, champ?
Speaking of, we both got 4 of that, which is half the point of the deck.
okay.
I don't think you have this one in your deck, but this is kind of my spice that I put in. This
Correct.
will likely become this card once it's, like, this is in the mail, that's why I only got the 1. But the Champ Goku Black is just another target where it's essentially a free negate for me, because I got the 2 energy back. And then I can recycle him with either him or him.
Oh yeah. More goody brokenness.
What do you got next?
My next, I believe you have 2 of. There's a Goku
Yeah.
Black Unforeseen Darkness.
Yeah, for me he's not as important. He's more just a filter if all else has failed.
Yeah, for my particular build, you'll see why this is more important later. But that beginning turn of just being able to draw 2 pitch 1, because your hand's so small, we want to have certain cards. You know, it's cool to be able to ramp and then bean and then play boo and then awaken. Like that's the best turn you can hope for in this deck is dropping that boo unison on turn 2 or 3, depending.
Yeah,
on
when you're operating with that 4-card hand, that comes in clutch.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Digs you into the deck.
All right, and then you run.
I run 3 of the counter, right?
I run the 1 just for deck space purposes. I'll keep him in hand for kill turn.
Yeah, I found in yellow and blue matchups, he's just too important, and I go a little bit more into value. You've got more of an actual win con than I do.
Yeah,
So-
yours is hard attrition. Mine is kind of a funny little lockdown method. But I think that's where our
yours is
differences come.
beautiful.
All right, so this is where our packages get different. So you just walk through yours all the way, and then I guess. Oh yeah, we got Hatch,
Yeah.
obviously.
Obviously, that's
I was gonna say what? I'm like, what are you running Goku? But like, what's going on?
yeah, for
Broken.
sure. We're tapping 8.
Broken.
Next, I'm running 3 Galactic Buster because I'm a basic bitch. It just essentially allows the deck to keep drawing. So I'm only running 2 of the 4-drop because realistically, this deck has so much energy to operate with. The real target that I actually want is the 8-drop.
The big boy.
Yeah, he broke, and the fact that he's not unique is also just ridiculous. And then the card I'm thinking, and probably will at some point, bump up to 2, is Frost Deadly Poison. That's my secret tech. Yeah, that's busted. You're usually down to 3 life whenever the heck you want in this deck, so you're getting all the effects of drawing and getting an energy back.
Take that, too, Shrouded.
Yep.
All
Okay,
right.
now I got to see what the spicy side is.
Okay,
Oh, you're gonna love this
Just
so much.
well,
Lucas.
because he said 4 Goku Blacks, it leads me to believe it's the shit I like. So that's
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So,
I'm
to
half erect.
I'm glad that's my purpose in this video. Alright, so to facilitate the whole Goku Black Zamasu scheme, 2 of the Countdown to Destruction, all he does is, if you have 5 energy, he just plays for free. We don't want to do this out of our energy, but we can if we need to. 3 of the 5-drop Fuse Zamasu.
I'm liking this.
So you just have this Zamasu out, you can do this one from energy, whatever the fuck, it's just Goku Blacks and Zamasus. Charge from Battle Area Energy. Tap 4 to evolve into the 9-drop. 35k dual attack indestructible, and we can all guess what comes next. 2 Tragedy Overground. This can happen as early as turn 3, and you can lock your opponent out of play in the game. You're not worried about 3 costs or less because you have Zamasus and Boo Unisons and infinite blockers and what have you. He also just comes up as an alternate win con of, I just need a big dual attack. Let me do a 35k that's indestructible. So that's my little spice, if you want to call it that. Favorite part about the deck is just the fact that these Zamasus, these Goku Blacks, even the 2-drop Goku Black are all returnable with the Grand Priest, and they all pair so perfectly with just tapping 1 for Zeno to draw, doing this and getting your great cards back to your hand.
And they all draw.
Yeah, they all plus. Like, there's no... the beginning 2 to 3 turns is your neg, and then the rest of the game is just hard plus.
So for you, what have been your good matchups?
Good matchups.
For meta relevancy, I guess.
Other good matchups are blue. I'm not afraid of anything blue has to offer if I can drop Tragedy on them. I could see this being good against like control decks, like Hachiyak or something. They can't play any of the 8-drop boss monsters. Just kind of long range, like mid-range to control decks. This is really good against because a lot of their win cons are big based. Decks that struggles against naturally is hand control. Also aggro. Gogeta Xeno can be pretty rough if you don't open the nuts or if they just draw godly. And just like other like the SS3 Goku Xeno with the Demigra Unison that wormholes, that can be a pretty rough start.
Yeah. What's like for me, I've actually found aggro to be pretty good as long as it's not crit only. Then that really hurts. Purely just because like this package just allows me to survive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this just the amount of times where my opponent had like 12 cards in hand and I had 6, and they're like, I got this. Like, I got a lot of 10k energy, man.
Now that being able to drop that 8-drop Bojack on your turn and then get past, got to feel pretty good.
Oh, that's just one of my favorite plays, and I'm just like, I'm gonna hard cast. Your guy's gone.
Oh yeah, broken.
So that's always pretty funny. So yeah, against like the big boys and stuff, I find it does pretty good.
Do you have any spicy sideboard tech like Shadow Sides, or is it just pretty much blue sideboard goodies?
Mostly blue sideboard goodies. Like I'd probably put in like a Fu Shrouded or something.
Gotcha.
In the side, not too much black. I'd probably only just do the 1. But I still think this has been the MVP card that's been overperforming for me, and purely for that reason, I think I need to bump it up to 2.
Yeah, for sure. Something I'm toying with in the side as far as a shadow, if it's something that Tragedy's probably not going to work that well against, I'm actually messing with siding in 3 17s because nobody is going to side Jiren against this deck because you can't play it.
This is the real spice.
And then 3 of the the Kais that can act like energy in your battle area.
Thank God. Thank God somebody remembers that from the old SS3 deck when that card was actually usable.
Yeah, so you just drop this, go into your next turn with Baby Hatch, do it so you have it on your board, and hopefully you have your other Double Strike Goku Black and your Unison on board. Then the next turn, you 17. Their hand is probably bigger than yours at that point. So 17, and then they're dead. Like they're not siding Jiren in against the deck. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I am siding in 2 Frost Deadly Poisons just for this second game if they're going to try to Fu Shrouded or something on me.
Yeah, the Frost Deadly Poison is just clutch.
Yeah, and myself is 1 Fu, 3 Intoxicated but Justice, just you have to side against their side. They're going to put in those little silver bullets that punish you for using D magic.
For sure.
So fuck it, do that. And then our worst matchup's hand control, so 3 to bore. But
It's either that, if you don't want to have black in your deck, you can always actually put in Fearless Man. So that you can self-awaken. Because, like, something I noticed that was kind of bad for it. Is
you said Fearless Man.
Yeah,
that's the red one.
I was gonna say,
mad
what?
confused.
That's the Fearless Man?
Yeah.
What's the blue one again? I'm forgetting the name.
Awakening Talent Pan.
There we go.
World
Awakening
Tournament.
Talent.
I was like, hang the fuck on. What am I missing?
It's like,
It's like,
damn, he's
holy
got
shit,
that
this
ultra
man went
tech.
red blue.
Broken.
Awakening Talent Pan. Yeah. I found that's pretty decent for the deck, because any deck that wants to stall you out, then at least allows you to not be forced to crit only to be able to charge.
Yeah.
Other notable fun sideboard cards are you can do the Ultra Instinct sign. You can even
Hell
pop
yeah.
in the 9-drop Kaioken Goku with it.
Yes.
Or you can do some Rebirth to 5-drop Frieza Mill in the side. There's actually a 6-drop King Cold. I can't remember the name of it, but when you play it, your opponent
yeah.
5. I'd considered putting that in my side just for the long
Oh
game.
my god. What is it? Every time he swings, he mills 6 or something?
No, he's a 25 dual attack for 6. No deflector barriers. That kind of sucks. But when he's played, you mill your opponent 5 cards.
Ah, 5. Okay.
So it's just like do it, pass turn, and then like if for the end game. Some decks like if I'm playing against a really boring control matchup or something, I'll pop it in there and just mill for the win.
But I'm kind of upset. Nobody sideboarded Roshi? The 6-drop maximum muscle?
Yeah, I
What a
wanted him in the
beautiful
main
card.
board so bad. I just had to stick to. It started off with there's a guy in the Hermit style Discord, Fast Eddie. Me and him were dicking around, and he showed me that 3-drop Zamasu that bounces him back to your hand.
Yeah.
And after he showed me that, I just ran wild. I was like, okay, well, this whole Goku Black Zamasu thing is happening. And then I remembered Tragedy. I was like, oh, okay, that's happening too. Cool. And then it just devolved from there. Ridiculous.
Too funny.
Well, is there any more closing my god, comments? I was gonna say closing contents. We're already screwing up Awakening Talent Pan, Fearless Pan.
You're welcome.
Fearless Talent Pan.
Can't even get the colors right. That's too good. Yeah, basically, if anyone's looking to play like more of a fun deck, but is actually somehow extremely good as long as you don't run into green, try it out. It's a blast.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Just beware of King Cold. I screwed up today. I forgot they have a built-in negate that clears tokens.
Yeah. If you're playing against King Cold, like 100%, you're literally smacking this down and then you're passing. You do not
Oh yeah,
swing.
for damn sure.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
yeah, I appreciate you having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know Nick. We've just been having a blast over there in Hermit style, just creating this monstrosity and bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah, this is one of the more fun decks I've had, just building and testing and going back to you with, being like, hey, this has been good, this has been bad. It's been an absolute pleasure going through this one.
Absolutely. But,
Alright.
yeah, thank you for having me on, Lucas. This has been awesome. Hopefully we can do more of these in the future.
No, it was awesome. Well, thanks for the deck profiles, and I gotta go change my pants after seeing that Tragedy Overground.
Glad to be of service. I'm the lady of the night tonight.